Australia's immigration system is turning upside down this November. Massive visa changes, AI-powered processing, and stricter rules that could make or break your dream of moving down under. Whether you're waiting in the backlog or planning to apply soon, what's happening right now could completely change your chances. Stay tuned, because the updates I'm about to share might shock you and could be the key to getting your visa approved faster than ever. Let's start with the biggest story. The Australian government has officially announced a major overhaul of how visa applications are processed. For years, people have complained about long wait times, confusing policies, and a system that seemed to reward luck over merit. But now, Canberra is promising a faster, fairer, and more data-driven approach. The Department of Home Affairs has begun rolling out a new AI-powered processing platform that aims to cut waiting times for skilled and student visas by up to 40% by mid-2026. This means applicants could see decisions in weeks instead of months if everything goes according to plan. Of course, there's always a catch. The same announcement also revealed stricter scrutiny for certain visa categories, particularly temporary work and partner visas. The government says this is to prevent visa hopping and ensure that applicants are genuinely contributing to the Australian economy. So while skilled migrants in high-demand industries like healthcare, engineering, and IT might get priority treatment, others could find themselves pushed further down the line. Speaking of backlogs, the current numbers are staggering. As of November 2025, there are reportedly over 950,000 applications still waiting to be processed across all categories. That's down slightly from the record-breaking 1 million backlog earlier this year, but still a massive figure. The department blames a combination of staffing shortages, post-pandemic demand, and a surge in international student interest. But critics say the system's complexity and constant policy changes are what really slow things down. The government's response? A complete internal restructuring of the visa division, with plans to decentralize processing centers across multiple states and even offshore in some cases. That means applications might soon be handled in regional offices or even through international service hubs to speed things up. Now, let's talk about the skilled migration system, one of the most affected areas in this shakeup. The updated skilled occupation list, which determines who can apply for certain visas, has been revamped again. Some occupations like data analysts, renewable energy technicians, and aged care specialists have been moved up to the priority list, while others like marketing specialists and restaurant managers have been downgraded or removed entirely. This signals a clear shift toward essential sectors, healthcare, infrastructure, and clean energy, aligning with Australia's 2030 workforce and climate goals. If you're planning to apply under the General Skilled Migration Program, now's the time to check if your occupation still qualifies, because the list is changing fast. There's also been a major update to how the expression of interest EOI system works. Under the new model, points-based invitations are now partially automated using predictive analytics. That means applicants who meet certain criteria like English proficiency, work experience in critical sectors, and regional commitments might receive invitations faster, without waiting for the next round. But here's the twist. Applicants will also need to pass a new genuine contribution test, where they must demonstrate how their skills and career plan align with Australia's national interests. It's a move that some see as smart, rewarding people who genuinely want to settle and contribute, but others criticize as vague and subjective. Now let's move to student visas, one of the biggest revenue drivers for Australia. The new reforms aim to attract high-quality students, meaning those studying in priority fields like AI, cybersecurity, and advanced manufacturing. Students from these programs might enjoy faster visa processing and extended post-study work rights. However, the government is cracking down on those seen as using the student visa pathway to enter the labor market. This includes tighter financial checks and more interviews to prove genuine study intent. Some education agents are already warning that this could discourage applicants from countries like India, Nepal, and the Philippines, where students often rely on part-time work to support themselves. And for those on temporary or bridging visas, there's both good and bad news. The good news is the department plans to clear the bridging visa backlog by early 2026 through a dedicated task force. The bad news? Applicants whose cases have been pending for more than 18 months might face reevaluation under the new policy settings. So if your circumstances have changed, it could impact your final outcome. Immigration lawyers are advising anyone affected to get legal advice immediately to avoid unpleasant surprises. Now, let's not forget partner and family visas. These have always been emotionally charged categories, and the backlog here has caused a lot of frustration. The latest update brings a new relationship integrity framework, where applicants will face additional verification steps, including digital footprint checks to confirm genuine relationships. Yes, that means social media activity might now be reviewed as part of the process. It's controversial, but the government insists it's necessary to combat fraud and sham marriages. On the flip side, processing times for legitimate couples are expected to drop significantly thanks to the new automated verification tools. One more thing that's causing a buzz is the announcement of a regional revival visa, a pilot scheme designed to direct skilled migrants to low-population areas. Applicants who commit to living and working in designated regional towns for at least 3 years could enjoy faster approvals, extra points in the EOI system, and even a pathway to permanent residency. It's a bold attempt to balance population growth across Australia, especially as major cities like Sydney and Melbourne struggle with housing and infrastructure pressures. Overall, this shakeup signals a new era for Australian immigration: faster, smarter, but also more selective. The focus is shifting toward applicants who bring long-term value and align with national priorities. If you're planning to apply in 2025 or 2026, the key takeaway is simple: do your research, update your documents, and make sure your occupation or study field matches Australia's current needs. The system is becoming more competitive, but also more transparent, at least in theory.